Hello, my name is Christian, and in this video, I'll be showing you how to upgrade your embedded wireless controller from 17.9.3, and I'm going to 17.11.1. Now, a couple things that you're going to need. You're going to need to go to your software.cisco.com and download the images. So I usually just come to this page at cisco.com. You hit support. Oops, hold on, let me just go back to the main page. Support, products and download, or you just hit software downloads here, go to software central. Now just type 9120, that's the model of access point I have. And this is in my home, the AXI for internal. Then you hit the embedded wireless controller. Current version is 17.9.4. Why I'm going to 17.11, no reason. I just feel like doing that. It's my house. I can do what I want to do. And 17.12, if you read the release notes, the capabilities of the embedded wireless controllers were downgraded from, I believe, what it was, it's a client, and the amount of clients and the amount of APs you can manage were decreased in 17.12.1. But in 17.11.1, that number is still the same. And I think if you have the release notes in another tab right here, we can look at that really quickly. Support access point platforms. Let's see. Right. So 9120 can support 100 APs and 2,000 clients. But when you go to 17.12, that number decreases. So it decreases to 50 APs and 1,000 clients. So I haven't really seen any real reason why that was done. If it's to support hardware or whatever, I just haven't seen that yet. But to me, that looks like a downgrade, so no need for me to go there. But once you download your image, obviously you're going to need a Cisco account, or find other ways to get it on the internet if you can find it. It will come in a zip file, and that zip file, I have it in my TFTP folder, because we're going to be using TFTP to do this upgrade. The reason being is that I do not have a homogeneous network. I have 9120s in my house, 6 of them, and then I do have a 2802 in our family business office. Just one AP over there, but it's tunneled back to my home. We have a router over there over DMVPN, so that this 2802 kind of makes it not a streamlined process as far as doing the HTTP method. As you can see, you get that message right here, non-homogeneous. So it's not going to be a simple, let me not say not a simple upgrade, but let's say if I only had 9120s, I could just upload this from my desktop, and this upgrade would be a lot simpler and smoother. But hey, who likes that? I like a challenge. So I have the code downloaded. It's on my it's in my TFTP folder. When you get the zip file, you can unzip it, and then I usually just extract all the images that I needed to the root of my TFTP server. If you open the README of that file, you'll see the AP images and models. So in my case, I have the 9120. So I'm going to be needing this file name, AP1G7. I also have a 2800 right here. So I'm going to be needing this AP3G3. Now I will be buying a 9124 access point pretty soon for outdoor usage. Put that in my backyard, and I will be needing this AP1G6A. So in my folder here, the zip folder, there were more images in here, but I deleted the ones I didn't need and just kept the first two that I'm going to need right now, and then the one I'm going to use in the future when I get my 9124. All these other images, the bin image, the controller version, and the version info, you're going to need those as well. You'll see in the screenshots where, not the screenshots, but you'll see in the procedures where these files are being called for install. So without further ado, I have my GUI here, and then I also have the controller CLI available so that we can see what's going on at the same time. So as for my TFTP server, I am using, I don't really like this program, but what is this, TFTP D64. I also have the SolarWinds TFTP server running right now. So I'm not really sure if this is actually providing TFTP services right now. I just downloaded this before this video because I was having other issues. But let's see how this goes. So in order to begin, you want to be in your administration mode, software management. Obviously, I explained to you that we're going to be using TFTP. The image server would be the IP address of your workstation or whatever device is hosting your files. In my case, it's the laptop I'm using right now. So I put the IP address of that laptop right here just to show you. IP config. See, this is my IP address. So that IP address is now here. The image path, this / represents the root of your TFTP. So let's say if you had other folders within this, you would do, let's say if I wanted to call this file, I would do, the / then C9800, blah, 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 blah. But in this case, everything is in the root directory, so this is enough. I enabled this parallel mode because you can see that it helps speed up the image pre-download process. So anything that we can do to increase this time will be lovely. So once you go ahead and do that, you save your settings. In my case, it's already done. And we'll now start the download of the images. So let's go ahead and do that. So as you can see, once you initiate the download, the controller starts by removing existing images. If you're familiar with doing this on switches, this is equivalent to the, what is it called, install remove inactive command, which will remove inactive images on your switch. So let's see what's happening here. So it fell to, yeah, I didn't really have any images on here, so I'm not surprised that it couldn't remove anything, which is what we're seeing here. So now it's looking like it's starting the install of the files. The way I measure that, I believe, is in the directory on here. Those images will be in the backup image directory. So I'll go ahead and put that in there. And you can see that this image is downloading. This is the image right here. So if I run that command again, we can see that it's incrementing. So we'll just give that a minute to do its thing. I'm going to pause the video and come back when it's done. Okay, so it looks like the file is done downloading based on the bytes here. Match up with what I have here. Took about um about less than 5 minutes. My laptop is sitting right next to the master AP, so I should have a pretty good signal, and this transfer should probably just be limited by the TFTP protocol. I wish I can do things faster, but I'll take it for what it is. So let's go back to the GUI. It's still showing the controller download. Image is still downloading, so maybe, who knows, it's probably doing a validation of the checksum or something like that, but we should start getting some messages soon that that's been complete. um, Maybe I resumed the video a little bit too fast, so I will pause this again until these messages show up in the log. All right, so I got my log messages now that um, the installation has been complete. So now the adding of the package of that bin file is done. Then it automatically started installing of that controller version file that we talked about. This one, controller version.info, and then it's using this one, the version.info, which is this file right here. Now, what these files do is that it helps the system detect what kind of access points are running on your network, and it automatically will now start the AP image pre-download, so that you don't really have to specify, hey, I need this file, and then manually upload it. So it's doing that on its own, which is great. Let's see what this is showing us. Okay, so it's currently in the AP image pre-download process. So don't anticipate that will take long here. As you can see, the progress bar is already showing that it's done for the majority of my access points. At least the 9120s, they're in the same building. So that shouldn't be a big deal. The one major problem that we have is this one at our family business office that will take some time. It's that site is being powered over a Cisco router with a, what's it called, a SIM card in it. So it's using the T-Mobile network. Download speed, upload and download is probably about 40 megs, so it's not that great. Let me see if I even have latency to it. Ping 192.168.251.1. Yeah, so this is the router there. You can see that, it's not the fastest connection, but it's functional and cheap. So I guess we'll just have to wait for this to do its thing. I think we can run some commands. Show AP image summary. So yeah, one is still downloading. 5 are done. I thought there was show AP. I thought there was one that would show the pre-download image. Okay, there we go. So you can see primary images on all these are complete to 17.11. This one is still taking its time, so what I'll do is pause this and come back later when this is complete. So this is still at 68%. I figured, why not come in and just take a look at this transfer in place. So let's log into that router and trace our way to that AP and see how the image is coming along. 251.1. So what interface is that? Show interface CE0. Oh, I thought it would be, I would see a lot more load on this link, but looks like not. Let's log into the switch. Okay, G01. Yeah, I thought I would see a lot more load on here, especially if this image is being pushed over right now. Well, it doesn't look like it's a huge load on the network, so 84%, about 2 minutes left. Took about 15 minutes so far, but I'll go back on pause and come back when this is done. All right, so the image is completed on the 2800. So what we're doing now is the status is showing controller image pre-download to EWC capable APs in progress. So it looks like it is doing something to the rest of the 9120s. You can see that progress bar is filling up on its own. So let's see what the status is in the. It's weird. I thought these were already. Done pre-downloading, but who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. So it's in the network upgrade phase. We'll pre-download the images. So let's see what happens when this is done. Only one left. All complete. Let's go back to the GUI. All right, so controller image pre-download to EWC cable APs are complete. To trigger a network upgrade, click on activate. So the time is 11:21 right now. That's the good thing about being at home is that I don't need to send anyone any notice. I can just upgrade my APs. And if anybody complains, hey, whatever. So let's go ahead and just take a look at some stuff real quick. How many clients do we have right now? 23. I know we're watching, at least my family's watching Sunday Night Football, and we're streamers, so we use our internet for that. So that's gonna freeze for a little bit. But let's see. I think if it's like the 9800, it should do like a rolling upgrade. So hopefully it's not like a complete outage, but let's go ahead and activate this. All right, so install, activate. What's going on? Yeah, I'm not sure of the logic on the embedded wireless controller. Let's see if we can if I can remember where that's stored. What policy is under? Oh, sorry. Oh, hope it didn't just reload. Okay. Yeah, I always get um whenever I'm looking for something here, I always go through all these menus because I can never remember where exactly what I'm looking for is stored. So what I'm looking for right now is just to see where the efficient image upgrade is. Oh, I lost network. You can see right here. So just let me go do a brief walk around the house and see if all the APs are actually rebooting. Because the master AP is rebooting right now. Let me go check the other ones. Be right back. So yeah, that's pretty drastic. All the APs are reloading right now. I thought that this would be more robust, but who knows? It could just be a setting on my end that I never enabled. So when I get back online, I will check for that and make sure that that wasn't something that I could have prevented by enabling the efficient image upgrade. Right now, all the APs are flashing, indicating that they're doing their upgrades. So while that's happening, like I said, I'll just pause this. Let me see if I can relog into the AP. Oh yeah, I can't even. Yeah, it's not letting me connect. So I'll be back when everything is back online. Okay, we're back. Um, Definitely took some time, and all the APs were, at least one of them came back before the rest. As I was doing a constant ping on my IP address for the controller, I think one of them came back online first faster than the others because I had internet access, but I could not reach the GUI of the web page. So let's get back in and see what we're looking like. It's taking some time. Why are you taking time? All right, it's thinking. Again, sorry if this video is kind of random. It is kind of random because I was just about to upgrade this and I was like, you know what, let me see if there's any video online on how to do this. and I figured I saw there wasn't. Well, the one I saw had like no audio, and it wasn't really didn't do anything for me. So I figured I would try and make a video that is kind of raw and unfiltered, and you kind of see the whole process. So I hope that everything that I've done in this video is relatable for you and helps you out. I'm not sure why this is taking some time to load up. Maybe it's the same browser. So let me try this in Edge. Oh, let's see if it opens up. Let me just go to Edge. Has it shown up yet?